Welcome to our journey through the high seas, where we explore the most famous naval battles that changed the course of history. From the sun-drenched shores of the Mediterranean to the windswept decks of the Atlantic, we will witness the fury and spectacle of these clashes of titans. Welcome back to the Cruise Ship Safety and Security channel. From the ancient world to modern times, these battles have shaped nations and altered the fate of empires. They are stories of courage and sacrifice, of technological innovation and tactical genius, and of the enduring power of the sea to shape human destiny. Prepare to be transported back in time as we set sail on a voyage of discovery, exploring the strategic brilliance, the raw courage, and the profound consequences of these epic naval encounters. The year is 1805. Napoleon Bonaparte, with his grand army, casts a shadow over Europe. His ambition knows no bounds, his grip on power seemingly unbreakable. But across the English Channel, a storm is brewing. A fleet of British warships, under the command of a man who knows no fear, prepares to meet the combined might of France and Spain. This is the story of Trafalgar, a battle that would seal the fate of nations and etch the name of Admiral Nelson into the annals of history. Nelson, a visionary leader, a master tactician, understood the gravity of the threat posed by Napoleon's ambitions. He knew that victory at sea was paramount to breaking the French stranglehold on Europe. The British fleet, though outnumbered, possessed a crucial advantage: superior seamanship and firepower. Nelson's plan was audacious: to break the enemy line, divide their forces, and engage in a close-range slugfest where British naval superiority would prove decisive. The morning of October 21st dawned, the sun glinting off the polished cannons of the assembled fleets. The tension was palpable as the two forces drew closer, the fate of Europe hanging in the balance. Then, the roar of cannon fire shattered the eerie silence. The Battle of Trafalgar was a maelstrom of fire and fury. Ships, once proud symbols of maritime might, were reduced to splintered hulks in a matter of minutes. Nelson, leading from the front aboard his flagship, HMS Victory, was struck down by a French musket ball. Even as he lay dying, his spirit rallied his men. The British fought with an almost supernatural ferocity, their determination fueled by Nelson's inspirational leadership. By the day's end, the combined Franco-Spanish fleet lay in ruins, their dreams of invasion dashed upon the rocks of British resistance. Trafalgar was a decisive victory for the British, securing their naval dominance for a century. More importantly, it dealt a fatal blow to Napoleon's ambitions of invading England, forever altering the course of European history. Nelson, though mortally wounded at Trafalgar, achieved a level of fame few commanders in history have ever known. His legacy as a brilliant tactician and inspirational leader lives on, a testament to the enduring power of courage and determination in the face of overwhelming odds. The memory of Trafalgar serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of hours, when all seems lost, a single spark of courage can ignite the flames of victory and change the destiny of nations. The vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, a theatre of war where empires clashed. The year is 1942, the world engulfed in the fires of World War II. Japan, emboldened by its early victories, sets its sights on Midway Island, a seemingly insignificant atoll that held the key to controlling the Pacific. What they didn't know was that American codebreakers had cracked the Japanese naval code, giving the US Navy a crucial advantage in the impending clash of carriers. Admiral Chester Nimitz, the mastermind behind the American defense, knew this was their chance to strike a decisive blow against the seemingly invincible Japanese fleet. The Battle of Midway was a clash of titans, a duel between the most powerful navies the world had ever seen. The stakes were incredibly high, for the victor would control the fate of the Pacific and perhaps the outcome of the entire war. American dive bombers, screaming down from the heavens, caught the Japanese carriers with their guard down, transforming these symbols of Japanese naval power into infernos of twisted metal and burning fuel. The battle raged for days, a relentless exchange of bombs and torpedoes, the air thick with smoke and the stench of cordite. The courage and sacrifice of the American pilots and sailors knew no bounds. Facing overwhelming odds, they fought with a ferocity born of desperation and a determination to avenge the losses at Pearl Harbor. By the time the smoke cleared, the Japanese Navy had suffered a catastrophic defeat. 4 of their carriers, the pride of the Imperial fleet, lay at the bottom of the Pacific, their dreams of dominance shattered. Midway was a turning point in the Pacific War. It blunted Japan's offensive capabilities and gave the United States the strategic initiative, paving the way for the island-hopping campaign that would eventually lead to victory. The Battle of Midway stands as a testament to the importance of intelligence gathering, strategic planning, and the bravery of those who fought and died in one of the most pivotal naval battles in history. It was a victory that changed the course of the war and shaped the destiny of nations. The sacrifices made at Midway serve as a solemn reminder of the human cost of conflict and the enduring legacy of those who fought for freedom in the face of tyranny. The year is 1588. A chill wind blows across the English Channel, carrying with it the scent of salt and the promise of conflict. King Philip II of Spain, a man driven by religious fervour and a thirst for power, launches his mighty armada, an awe-inspiring fleet of warships, to invade England and crush the Protestant resistance. The Spanish ships, laden with soldiers and cannon, seemed invincible, a floating fortress bearing down on the English coast. England, a small island nation, seemed hopelessly outmatched. But they had a secret weapon, Queen Elizabeth I, a woman of unwavering resolve and cunning intellect. Queen Elizabeth rallied her people, her words echoing across the realm, igniting a firestorm of defiance in the hearts of her subjects. English sailors, privateers, and volunteers flocked to join the fight. Their ships, though smaller and nimbler than their Spanish counterparts, were manned by crews with a fierce determination to defend their homeland. The English fleet, commanded by seasoned sea dogs like Sir Francis Drake, employed a combination of daring tactics, superior seamanship, and the use of fireships, vessels packed with explosives, to whittle down the Spanish Armada. The Battle of Gravelines, a fierce engagement fought off the coast of Flanders, proved to be the turning point. The English, aided by a fierce storm that scattered the Spanish fleet, inflicted heavy losses on the once mighty Armada. Defeated and demoralized, the remnants of the Spanish Armada limped back to Spain, their dreams of conquest dashed upon the rocks of English resistance. The failed invasion marked a turning point in European history, signaling the decline of Spanish power and the rise of England as a major naval power. The defeat of the Spanish Armada had a profound impact on the course of history. It preserved England's independence, paved the way for its eventual rise as a global superpower, and dealt a blow to Spanish ambitions from which they would never fully recover. The legacy of the Spanish Armada serves as a reminder that even the mightiest of empires are not invincible, and that courage, determination, and a little bit of luck can turn the tide of history. The year is 1571. The Mediterranean Sea, a shimmering expanse of water connecting east and west, becomes the stage for a clash of civilizations. On one side, the mighty Ottoman Empire, their galleys adorned with the crescent moon and star, their ambition to control the Mediterranean unchecked. On the other, a coalition of Christian powers known as the Holy League, their ships blessed by the Pope, their resolve hardened by the threat posed by Ottoman expansion. The stakes were incredibly high, for the outcome of this battle would determine the fate of the Mediterranean and shape the destiny of Europe. At the Gulf of Patras, near the ancient site of Lepanto, the two fleets, a combined armada of over 500 ships, clashed in a battle for the ages. The air was thick with the stench of gunpowder and the screams of dying men. Galleys rowed by slaves and convicts rammed each other, their decks transformed into killing fields where swords clashed and arrows rained from the sky. The Holy League, led by the charismatic Don Juan of Austria, boasted a formidable weapon Spanish tercios, heavily armoured infantrymen who unleashed volleys of musket fire upon the Ottoman ranks. The Ottomans, renowned for their naval prowess and the ferocity of their Janissary warriors, fought with unwavering courage, determined to maintain their grip on the Mediterranean. The battle raged for hours, a maelstrom of fire, blood, and steel. But as the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the blood-stained waters, the tide began to turn. The Holy League, their resolve strengthened by their faith and their superior firepower, began to gain the upper hand. By nightfall, the Ottoman fleet was in ruins, their dreams of Mediterranean dominance shattered. The Battle of Lepanto marked a turning point in the struggle between Christianity and Islam, halting the Ottoman advance into Europe and preserving the balance of power in the Mediterranean. Lepanto was more than just a naval battle. It was a clash of cultures, religions, and empires. The victory of the Holy League had a profound impact on the course of European history, shaping the political and religious landscape of the continent for centuries to come. The echoes of Lepanto still resonate today, a reminder of the enduring power of faith, the clash of civilizations, and the pivotal battles that shape the course of human history. The dawn of the 20th century. A chill wind blows across the Sea of Japan, carrying with it the rumble of distant thunder and the promise of a storm brewing on the horizon. Russia, a vast empire stretching from Europe to the Pacific, seeks to assert its dominance in the east, their target the fledgling Empire of Japan. Japan, a nation undergoing rapid modernization and militarization, refused to back down. They saw this as an opportunity to prove their strength on the world stage. The stage was set for a clash of empires, a battle that would determine the fate of the Far East. The Battle of Tsushima Strait was a clash of titans, a testament to the technological advancements in naval warfare. Gone were the days of wooden ships and close-quarters combat. This was a new era of steel behemoths, armed with long-range guns and torpedoes, capable of unleashing unimaginable destruction. Admiral Togo Heihachiro, a brilliant strategist and a master tactician, led the Japanese fleet. He had carefully studied the tactics of the great naval commanders of history, and he knew that victory would require cunning, speed, and an unwavering offensive spirit. The Russian fleet, having sailed halfway across the globe, was weary and demoralized. Their ships were outdated, their crews poorly trained, their morale low. They were no match for the disciplined and highly motivated Japanese sailors, eager to prove their mettle in battle. The Japanese fleet, utilizing its superior speed and maneuverability, outflanked the lumbering Russian battleships, unleashing a storm of fire that crippled the Russian fleet. Russian ships, once symbols of imperial might, were reduced to smoldering hulks, their dreams of conquest sinking beneath the waves. The Battle of Tsushima was a decisive victory for Japan, a resounding defeat for Russia. It signaled the rise of Japan as a major naval power, a force to be reckoned with on the world stage. It also exposed the weakness of the Russian Empire, contributing to the growing unrest that would eventually lead to the Russian Revolution. The Battle of Tsushima serves as a reminder that the tides of history can turn swiftly and unexpectedly. It marked the end of an era and the dawn of a new one. An era where Japan would emerge as a major player on the world stage, its ambitions shaped by the lessons learned in the crucible of naval warfare. These battles, fought across centuries and across the globe, stand as testaments to the enduring power of the sea to shape human destiny. They are stories of courage and sacrifice, of technological innovation and tactical brilliance, and of the enduring human spirit in the face of overwhelming odds. These battles not only decided the fate of nations, but also left an indelible mark on the course of history. They shaped empires, redefined naval warfare, and continue to influence our understanding of maritime strategy and the balance of power on a global scale. Join us next time as we delve into more pivotal moments that have shaped our world. Until then, may the seas be calm. And may the echoes of the deep remind us of the lessons learned from the epic naval battles that shaped history. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It helps us to bring you more content and costs you nothing. Until next time.